Hey everybody, it's now time for my short narration review intro of the 2024 summer blockbuster Marvel Cinematic Universe film Deadpool and Wolverine. Non-spoiler version for this. The part 1 webcam and part 2 real life superhero webcam will be both minimal and full spoilers. Minimal for the webcam, full for the real life superhero versions. Yeah, this portion, the lead into those videos will be non spoiler because this film just recently came out, and I don't want to ruin it for anyone who hasn't already seen this awesome movie right here. Like I said in part 1 with Sonic the Hedgehog 2, the movie. This Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and this movie and many more got me reinterested in theatrical movie releases. In 2020, when the COVID pandemic hit and was in full effect, lots of things suffered, and one of those was Hollywood. The quality of movies went down from 1985, 85, 86, 87 through 2019. In my opinion, that was the super awesome time periods for movies, with the 2010s, with the 2010s and now the 2020s being the supreme best. But starting in 2020, the quality of theatrical movies just went down hill for a while till at least about 2022 and 23, in my opinion. Either it was a good film that ended up flopping, or it was a film that was hyped up to be good but ended up disappointing, or it was something that had the potential to be good but just ended up either flopping or just being terrible and disappointing altogether. That was the case. So I turned to animated films, the DC animated movie universe, the Mortal Kombat animated movie universe, and various made-for-TV movies like Disney's Upside Down Magic, Zombies 1 and 2, and Under Wraps, movies like that. Those were surprisingly the best movies. Of the early to mid 2020. So I completely retired from theatrical releases until I saw a bunch of films in 2023, and now most recently Sonic the Hedgehog 2, which was 2022, and now Deadpool and Wolverine and Deadpool, which this is already not only one of the best Marvel Cinematic Universe films in a long time, but this is the best Deadpool and X-Men movie, period. I love the other X-Men movies, 1 through 3, and Origins and Apocalypse, but this movie blows all of those movies out of water. It makes each of them look lame and dated in comparison. They're still awesome movies, but they're lame and dated compared to how awesome this was. This is the X-Men movie we should have got, and this is why Marvel should have got the rights back as soon as Disney and Marvel built this brand back up. All the rights to those characters, Fantastic Four, X-Men, Spider-Man, should have immediately went back to Marvel. And Marvel once again shows why they deserve to control anything, why they deserve to control everything, and why I'm happy Disney bought 20th Century Fox, because 20th Century Fox would just kept screwing. They would have just kept screwing it up. They would have kept screwing it up and making new movies with each comic that comes out. So that's why I'm glad this movie show right here. And as for Deadpool, this felt like a true Deadpool movie. The first two felt like horrible wannabe scary movies and horrible disaster movie meet the Spartans, an epic movie, Jason Freeberg style of movie, and Family Guy cutaway gags with a movie just nothing but references and stuff. You didn't hear actual jokes. And the fourth wall thing, one thing I couldn't stand, the fourth wall thing. In Deadpool 1 and 2, everyone breaks the fourth wall. Every one of those movies breaks the fourth wall and recognizes that he or she is in a movie, cartoon, or comic book. When in the comic books and cartoons, Deadpool is the only one who knows he's in a movie, he's in a comic book or a cartoon, and the other characters are supposed to look at him like, huh? What are you talking about? That's where most of the fun, where the Deadpool character came from. That's what attracted me to the Deadpool character when I was introduced to him in 2009, and none of that, in my opinion, was in part 1 and 2. This one felt like a true Deadpool, true Deadpool movie. And now I want to see more Deadpool in the MCU now. And I love how I was wondering how. Wait a minute. I was a little worried about this film too. While I did have, yeah, my expectations, they weren't low. They weren't low, but they weren't really that high either. Because I still didn't see how you would fit a Deadpool movie into the MCU without rebooting. I was worried when they said, "No, we're not going to reboot Deadpool. You can keep Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool, but I wanted those first two erased. I wanted those first two movies erased." But no, they're going to continue from those. So I was wondering how they're going to continue from those and be in the MCU, and this film managed to do it. To find out why, yeah, got to see the part 2 real life superhero, the part 2 real life superhero version, which once again, that along with part 1 webcams will be in the description box below. But speaking of that, yeah. So then I saw it, and I'm not gonna spoilers, but only disappointments I had is that they wasted these 3 to 4 characters you see right here. Here are their comic book versions. Here are their comic book versions. I'll let you see the movie to see for yourself. But yeah, here is 1 to 4 of the characters they ruined, and they made good use of these characters. Who these characters right here had cameos. Yeah, this is technically a spoiler, but I'm pretty sure you noticed by now because it's all over social media. So yeah, but to see how they actually appear and act in the, which you got to see the film for yourself. But yeah, so yeah, the part 1, the minimal spoiler part 1 off-camera webcam version will be in the description box below, which was at nighttime, and the daytime version by the window, real life superhero version on camera by the window, will be in the description box below, which that is fully spoilers. So yeah, Deadpool and Wolverine already killing it at the box office. So this restored my passion for film, passion for theatrical film. So yeah. And finally, oh yeah, one last thing you see in the trailers and stuff, I didn't think it would be possible. They finally got the Wolverine, the blue and yellow Wolverine spandex in a live action film. And the costume looks awesome. I, however, didn't like the mask. The mask does show up. I didn't like the mask. That looks terrible. I can see why the other directors, Bryan Singer and Ratner, I think that's their name, stayed away from that. Yeah, I prefer the red and the classic '80s red and orange. The classic '80s red and orange, and his other miscellaneous appearance, like the orange and black from Evolution. The movie and Shield version, and many more. But yeah, good to see the iconic blue and yellow, and it looks awesome without the mask. So yeah, and Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds kill it as usual, usual, and soundtrack was awesome too. So yeah, that's in the description box. Both part 1 and 2 are in the description box below. All right. I'm finished for now. Get out and go see this awesome movie.